Hello everyone, welcome to the Boleyn Lounge. I'm Jeff. This is my Crystal Palace match preview. And if any of you are wondering why there wasn't an Aston Villa review, well, if you watch my preview, you'll notice that I had some technical issues with my camera. So I've got a new camera now. Hopefully we've solved that and won't be any hiccups bringing you further content. So let's get on with the Palace preview. So after our defeat to Villa this week, 3 o'clock on Saturday, return. And we have Palace, and they lined up last week. Just bring this up. Like this. Now, Anderson has since been sold to Fulham, and there's transfer speculation over Gay. So it's possible that both of them don't start, but Anderson's not going to start. He's gone. I kind of fully expect Gay to start, if I'm honest. And in the middle of the park, Hughes is missing with injury, but if I'm honest, I would have expected Decore to come in there for him anyway against us, if I'm honest. And Eze and Kamada, the wide players, and I would expect to see Jordan Ayew against us at some point. He always seems to come on and be very influential or score, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him during the game with the ever-improving Mateta, it seems. Glasner seems to have done very well to get the best out of him, I think. And yeah, he could be a threat for us. But moving on to us, I think that ideally Lopetegui would quite like to match up for 3 at the back with Palace and teams that do that. I don't know if it's come a bit early for us. He's shown indications that he's willing to do so. So he may do that, but I think it might just come a little bit too early, second game of the season, and I think we will end up with a back four. So my expected lineup against Palace will be Areola in goal. I think Emerson will start at left back. Kilman will start. And then we get the same dilemma as we had last week between Mavropanos and Todibo. I know a lot of people are expecting or wanting Todibo to start, but I still have question marks over how fit he or match fit he can be. Although he looked okay in the few minutes he came on against Villa. For me, without being on the training field and absolutely knowing that he hasn't played a lot of football for a good few weeks, I think Mavropanos might just shade it for this game. So Mavropanos to slot in there alongside Kilman. At right back, we touched on it last week about Wan-Bissaka, the complete opposite to Todibo. He's had pretty full pre-season with Manchester United. He should be pretty raring to go. And yeah, I kind of expect him to come in. I hope he does, but I kind of expect him to as well, perhaps against his own club. And another week on the training field, perhaps just another slight change in that back four, another step to what it might eventually look like in a few weeks' time. So, yeah, I kind of expect Wan-Bissaka to play there. One thing that we did notice against Villa is what a miss Alvarez was. yeah, huge hole with him there, without him there. And Rodriguez tried to come in and fill a bit of a hole. And he looks a pretty decent footballer all round, but he also looked a little bit exposed by the pace of the Premier League. And he needs to adjust quickly, otherwise he's going to get exposed more weeks than not, I think, as games go on. But I think that there are rumours that Alvarez may be available, but it worried me a little bit if I saw him in the starting lineup. I think they would be really rushing him back. Again, not any insight to how match fit he might be, but I can't imagine that he could be that sharp. So I fully expect Rodriguez to start in there. Alongside him last week was Souček, and I kind of expect Souček to start again this week, if I'm honest. I think I would sort of rather like to see JWP alongside him. I think it might add a little bit more balance to the midfield down the right-hand side, and he's a better footballer with the ball at his feet, without doubt, than Souček. But I'm not convinced that he'll make that change, and so I think Lopetegui may start with Souček again, and then I think there'll be a three of Kudus, Paqueta, and Bowen. And despite not a sparkling display last week, I think he might start with Antonio again up front. I think we might see Fulkrug a little bit earlier in the game this week than we did last week, but I've got a feeling that Lopetegui might just put Antonio in from the start. Anyway, that's my 11, or the 11 I think Lopetegui is going to put out against Crystal Palace. You may or may not agree with me, but please give us your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what your teams would be, or what teams you think that Lopetegui may put out. And also let us know what your predictions are for the game. For me, I can't see it keeping a clean sheet, if I'm perfectly honest. So I think we're going to concede at least one. I'd like to think that perhaps we can keep it to one. I'd also like to think that we can create enough opportunities against the Palace side, especially if they're a little bit disjointed with a couple of enforced changes. But maybe we could see that as an opportunity to take advantage of that. So I'm not convinced that we're going to achieve it, but I'm going to back us for a 2-1 win again this week. Maybe 1 week, I'll be right. But let us know your predictions in the comments, and let us know what you think. And we're hoping to bring the Tuesday Talk Show back this week. I've got Nick visiting this weekend, so we'll be watching the game together tomorrow. And hoping to get together and do a Tuesday Talk Show. So if you're available, keep an eye on your notifications and join us if you can. And as usual, please like and subscribe to the channel. They help us. We try and grow the channel a little bit. We don't expect to be huge like some of the channels, but it'd be nice to get a few more viewers and a bit more interaction. So if you like what you see, you enjoy the content, spread the word and get the word out about the Boleyn Lounge, and yeah, we'll get a few more viewers. If that would be nice. Anyway, that's just a short preview. As I say, I've got guests this weekend, so I just snuck off quickly to make a quick video for you. And fingers crossed we'll be able to give you a brief match review and our Tuesday Talk Show. So thanks ever so much for joining us, and we'll see you all again soon. Come on, you irons.